Alright, started the recording. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything, YouTube. We just got our, Delibird. I set this up. Now we're back into this hellscape. Kill me. Sure would be nice if I could get, 2 shinies in one night, though. But I won't. There's no way I get this tonight. So, also, if you're watching this on YouTube, you'll notice that, the last time I left off, I was at, like, 1,650 something. And this time we're at 1,700 and 50 something. There was a very brief hunt that won't be uploaded to YouTube because I talked very little during it. It just wasn't very good. Again, like I talked very little, so it wasn't really that interesting or anything. The other thing also was I was, besides being frustrated, which was the main reason why I wasn't talking, but also my throat was like actually messed up. Like, there's actually a shiny that I got earlier. So it was a hunt. It was a day that it started. It was supposed to be shiny Suicune hunting, and I screwed it up. And after my first Suicune Dynamax adventure, I accidentally like deleted the path for Suicune from the scientist lady, and so I couldn't keep doing that hunt because I didn't have that Suicune anymore. And the reason why I didn't immediately just reset my save was because I had actually caught a shiny Maractus. So anyways, I saved that video just to, like, even though I had planned on uploading it, but I was like, no, this was terrible. We're not going to upload this. But I was actually going to snip out that Maractus bit and upload it as a highlight. The problem being that my voice was very messed up, and I was like, okay, I'm not going to, like, it was worse in the microphone than I could hear, like, in my own ears. Because, like, you know how you can hear yourself, obviously, right? And I didn't think I was that bad, but it was bad. Like, you can definitely still hear me. That wasn't an issue. But you can very clearly tell that my voice was significantly deeper and, like, very gravelly and messed up. So, oh well. That'll just be a shiny that we don't post. Oh well. Not the end of the world. Plus, it's a Maractus, and I wasn't trying to hunt that one specifically or anything. It just popped up during a Dynamax adventure. Which is why it's like the saving grace for me with Dynamax adventures is getting the random shinies. Because again, I don't like Dynamax adventures. Now, I say that because I'm a loner and I don't, play with other people ever, but nonetheless, I don't enjoy doing them because of that. Because Dynamax adventures just aren't. The AI makes them very not fun to do. Against some stuff like Suicune, they're not too bad. Although the most recent hunt was had a pretty funny moment where I had someone ask if I was playing with viewers, and I was like, no, because I can mostly handle these, for the most part, I can handle Suicune by myself. And then proceeded to fail, like, the next 3 attempts because Suicune was just kicking my ass. Well, it wasn't so much Suicune. I think there was one where I could have played it better and had a better chance, but for the most part, I just got robbed by the, RNG and AI. But, anyways. So yeah, we're back to this hellscape now. So yeah, going way back to talking about, like, the jump in encounters. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. It was just an hour of me not getting the Registeel. Granted, that's what tonight's gonna be as well, but... Also, I am so behind on my highlights. Because, like, now I need to make one for my, my Delibird as well that we just caught. And... let's see, I made the one for the Swellow that I caught. I caught 2 Swellow, but I'm still not sure how I want to do the second one. Especially because, like, I don't need the second one for my living decks. In theory, I'm gonna trade it for a Talo, but, like, I feel like Swellows is significantly easier to get shiny than Talo is. So, because you can't catch Talo in the wild, you can only breed it. Or I should say, in the Gen 4 remakes, at least. Yeah, so I made the one for Swellow. But I still need to make them for, the second 2 Starlies that I caught. The, what is it? The Sentret that I caught. The Delibird that I caught. Was there anything else? The Dusclops that we caught in the last, Suicune stream. That I didn't need at all. Also, I still need to make the other, again, the other Swellow one. Because that was the one where I wasn't paying attention, so I ran into another, baking grass spot that wasn't the shiny one. And then, fortunately, they didn't break the chain, but it was still like, oh, fuck. And then I also need to make, well, no, so on top of that, then also when I got a second shiny spot to spawn after screwing up the first one, even though technically it was, I screwed up the second one because I had already caught the one Swellow. Anyways, so yeah, when I got the next one to spawn, I didn't even pay attention to it. Oh, right, I forgot to save. Fucking goddamn it. I'm stupid. Hold on. It's okay, we can fix this. That took an awful long time to load, though. Let me move you out of my party again. I have to... So yeah, this is the Dusclops that we caught in the last Suicune stream. Which actually... Hold on a sec. What are the stats on that? I think that was not great, actually. Yeah. I mean, it's 4 IV, which is pretty good. I forget what they're guaranteed to have in Dynamax Adventures. Yeah, I don't know. But then the big thing is it has both special attack and normal attack max, which I think you want. You probably want special attack, I would assume. Well, I know the main thing you want is defense on this, because Dusclops runs Eviolite. In fact, I think Dusclops gets run more than Dusk Noir anyways. Let's go ahead and trigger this. Come on. There we go. I almost feel like a couple of the songs I've heard on this album so far seem to have some sort of, like, Pokemon inspiration. Like, something about the melodies on them is, like on this one specifically. Like, that, like, main melody line kind of sounds like it's Pokemon inspired. Anyways, I know we just saved, but we'll do it again. Alright. Love how I said I wasn't... I think it was in the video that I'm not uploading, or in the VOD that I'm not uploading of this, where I said that it's like I don't want to do these Registeel hunts on stream again, because like I don't think it's good stream content for the time being. But now I'm doing it again. But I do think as like a pivot, like if I get the shiny that I'm looking for, like when I'm doing Meowth or something, I do think this would be a good like backup to do. Or like today with the Delibirds, or the one Delibird rather, not plural. I think it's good for stuff like that, honestly. Because, like, granted, with the Delibird, I had planned on hopefully getting the Delibird really quick. And then switching over to doing Galarian Meowth. And then Delibird took an hour and a half, so... Whoops. So yeah, we'll do Meowth tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know, so we're definitely streaming tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Sorry, tomorrow's Saturday. No, sorry. I don't think we're gonna stream tomorrow, actually. Because tomorrow being Pokemon Go, Community Day, or, again, it's a whole weekend, so it's Saturday and Sunday, but I mostly only care about Saturday's Pokemon. The only thing I need on Sunday is Tepig. So, I mean, that one should be hopefully pretty quick. Although I say that, I do still have to work on Sunday. I'm not working tomorrow, really, at all. Probably. Probably. But I'm probably not streaming either. Just because I think I'm going to spend that day... Honestly, probably, hopefully, just working on stream stuff. Or just playing, Forza with my friend. We'll see which one of those I end up doing. I definitely will work on some stream stuff, I think. But hopefully tomorrow, we can also knock out all of, this week's content in Forza. But yeah, anyway, so because of all that stuff, I'm not sure that I'm going to stream tomorrow. So, Sunday, we'll probably do Galarian Meowth. And then maybe, Monday we'll do Suicune. Tuesday we'll do, whatchamacallit? Sorry, I'm blanking. Chaining, there we go. And then, I don't know if... We might not stream Wednesday. I might just take Wednesday off as well, just to try and reset my schedule. Because my main goal is to do, you know, Friday through Tuesday, and then have Wednesday and Thursday off. So far, we haven't really done that. Because, like, this week... Oh, you know what? What day is Christmas? I don't know what we're gonna do on Saturday. So Saturday is Christmas. I don't know if I want to stream that on that day or not. I really don't have much else to do. So maybe we'll stream. We'll see what happens. But anyways, so maybe I won't take Wednesday off then. I might stream Wednesday just because I might not stream on Saturday. I am kind of having some ideas about Saturday. Like, maybe we'll just do, like, mystery trades or whatever all day. And just, like, try and send out a bunch of the really good Meowth that I have. I fucking hate this goddamn Joy-Con. Okay, so we're gonna run after, or no, we're not gonna run. We're gonna see how many more uses of close combat I have. But basically, when I use my last one, or when I only have one left, then we're gonna reset them. Because I wasn't trying to run away from that. And doing it in, like, doing regular reset. Oh my fucking god! This fucking piece of shit Joy-Con. I'm fucking so sick of this shit. Hey, you sure you don't want to go scrolling through shit? You sure? Are you done? Fucking piece of shit, dude. Okay, we have one left. We've missed two, so I believe we're on the correct count now. If I reset now, we're correct. Yeah, because... So we should have used close combat the first time, and then we should have been resetting on this one, so we're good. Fucking Christ. I really need to, like... Not that I'd be able to buy one right now anyways, but I really need to look into how much a Pro controller costs, because Jesus fucking Christ. Like, I understand they might have some issues too. They can't possibly be as bad as the Joy-Cons. They can't possibly be as bad. Also, can you imagine if I had done that, like, when it was the shiny? Jesus Christ. Honestly, if I had done that when it was the shiny, I don't think I would be streaming until I got a Pro controller. Because I would just be way too fucking pissed off until then. Anyways, we're fine now. God, that's... I made the mistake of playing the, like, normal part of the game where you ever have to touch the Joy-Con. It's like, if I leave the Joy-Con... like unused for a day, then like it stops acting up. But as soon as you start, or I should say the joystick, but as soon as you start using that that right joystick, it just screws me over constantly. Also, the other thing I should do is look into ordering the replacement kit for it. Because the thing is, like, I've been hesitant to do that because the, I have somewhere, well, I know where, it's somewhere in my, well, okay. I have a general idea of where the one that I already have is. Because when I bought the replacement for my left, Joy-Con, like, it comes in a 2-pack. Or you could at least get it in a 2-pack, so I did that because I figured, hey, eventually I'm going to have to do the right one, probably. Boy, was I right about that. But it's somewhere in my storage unit, and I don't feel like going through all that to find that thing. And ultimately, it was like $50 for the kit. And again, that came with two replacement, like, joystick sensors, as well as, like, all the tools that you need. I think it was, like, 20-something dollars. It might have been, like, 30. Also, who knows, because that was early into COVID, and now everything's really getting screwed by, supply chain stuff. Yeah, our account's right. So yeah, I don't know. For all I know, it could be like $60 now. I hope not. And at that point, I would just get a whole ass new controller. Also, I do find it hilarious how the Switch OLED is pretty much like the only console that you can easily find right now. Which should just tell you how little interest there was in the Switch OLED. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm fine with it. It's mainly like people that convinced themselves that there was going to be a Switch Pro, even when Nintendo like specifically said there wasn't going to be, or at least that this like next hardware release wasn't going to be that. And so like, the OLED's fine, you know, and like having the I think it has better battery life. I know the screen is physically bigger. And then the dock got updated with the it now has an Ethernet port built in instead of needing a dongle to do that. Why that wasn't the case to begin with, I don't know. Right, yeah, we're correct. Anyways. But yeah, like, I'm fine with the Switch OLED, but also, like, the thing is, if you already have a Switch, there's no reason to buy it, which I don't think was the point. Honestly, I don't really think Nintendo intended for everyone to go out and buy a brand new Switch that did absolutely really nothing that the old ones don't. But I just do find it funny how there's so little demand for it that, like, the scalpers didn't even really bother with it, it seems like. Because it's not that Nintendo's magically made so many of them that the scalpers didn't have a chance. Like, there aren't enough silicon chips for them to do that. They just didn't, they just aren't selling enough of them. Like, in total, like, the demand for them isn't so much that it matters. Meanwhile, PS5s you still can't get. Which sucks because, like, I'm super excited for Gran Turismo 7, but, well, my PS4 doesn't work, so, like, it's not like I'm gonna get it for that. And, like, I'm not gonna pay a scalper for a fucking PS5. Even if, like, I wasn't, like, I don't know if I'll be able to even pay scalper prices. But even if I could, I wouldn't be doing that shit. Fuck that. Like, I'm excited for Gran Turismo 7, but, like, it's also a game that I can absolutely wait to play. Especially being that I'm gonna be having to basically buy a console just to play it. Because there's really nothing else on PlayStation that interests me. I mean, there's really not much on Xbox that interests me. That's why I'm not getting the new the Xbox Series X or S. Though, I would consider getting an S at some point, just because it's, like, it's so cheap. And it would make it easy to record off of. Especially because it does 1440p, unlike the PS5, which is only 1080 or 4K, which is absurd. But yeah, I don't know, like, because the only thing I care about with Xbox would be Halo and Forza, and besides the fact that both those games are on PC, but also, like, I just don't know how I feel about Halo right now. Like, I've never cared about Halo multiplayer, so that's fine. I don't care about the issues that's having. Sorry. Anyways, yeah, don't care about Halo multiplayer that much. On the single player, it looks better than I expected, to be fair. Because it looks like they didn't go too insane with the open world shit. Like, it looks pretty, like, it's not like just a massive open world with, like, towers and shit to climb up to reveal the map and all that bullshit. Like, there definitely is some of that, but it seems like it's still pretty reasonable. But I don't know, it's... I don't care. I don't know. I don't have any interest in an open world Halo. I want run through corridors for 6 to 9 hours shooting aliens. And if that's what it was, I probably would have played it day one, but because of it, like, I have no interest in a 25-hour game right now. Unless it's like Pokemon. Or like, if it's something like, you know, like, there's definitely other games I'm fine with it. That's just not an experience I ever wanted from Halo. Also, I just realized there is something that I can play, for, Christmas, so never mind. Because I remembered I want to play a Viscera cleanup Detail. Jesus Christ, I completely mangled saying that. Detail. But yeah, Viscera cleanup Detail. Because there's a specific Santa's Workshop map. So I think that'll be fun to do on stream. And then maybe after that we can do some sort of shiny hunting. Though that will probably take like 2 hours. Also, maybe I won't stream that. I'll see. I want to message a friend. Actually, you know what? Never mind. We're not streaming on a Saturday. I'm going to message a friend and I'm going to play Viscera with them instead, and then probably start playing Stardew as well. Because we've been meaning to play that for a hot minute. I mean, I bought them Stardew a long time ago. Not that long. I think it's been... God, has it been 2 years ago that I bought it, almost? Or like a year and a half? It's been a while. But now it's been so long that not only can we play it there, but if we wanted to, we could also just play it through Game Pass, because it's on Game Pass PC now. Well, so I know they just put out like a small update to Stardew, because they specifically had to update some stuff for Game Pass, because Microsoft's like, hey, we need you to fix a couple of things before we can let it be on Game Pass. And then on top of that, they actually added a bunch of stuff to make modding easier, I believe. Which, it's not like Stardew was a hard game to mod to begin with. But, like, the developer actually worked with, like, one of, like, the big, I guess there's, like, a main tool that you use for modding Stardew. And so the developers of Stardew and that tool kind of worked together on the new update to make sure that stuff was, like, gonna work correctly and all that. And then I think he also gave out, like, early versions to, like, the big mod creators. So that way they could update their mods to have, like, the mods ready to go when the new update launched, which was really cool. God, I don't know. I would absolutely love it if there was more content added for Stardew, if we could get like a Star 2, you know, a sequel of some sort. But like, god damn, that developer's already put so much time into that game, and like since launch it has gotten so much additional content and updates for free. You know, there's not been an update or like an expansion or anything, or I shouldn't say update. There hasn't been DLC or expansions or anything like that. Nothing that you have to pay for. It's just been free updates. But yeah, Stardew was absolutely one of the greatest games ever made. and certainly has like some of the best support a game has ever gotten, because I mean, it was made by one guy, and like, yeah, he got, you know, he had to hire some other people to help with it at some points, because like, especially porting it to like other platforms like the Xbox and, you know, PlayStation and whatnot. So doing that, you know, he had to get, you know, some outside help for it. I think at one time it was published by someone for I want to say for the Switch, actually, and then it came out that publisher was doing some really shitty stuff, so he just kind of said, okay, fuck you, I'm like, you aren't going to be publishing the game anymore, or something like that. Maybe I might be completely wrong, but there was something where he had like a publisher of some sort for one of the ports, and then yeah, it was just, anyways, the point is, awesome developer. And if for some reason you haven't played Stardew Valley, stop watching this and go buy Stardew Valley and play that shit. It's possible you might not like it. I will also say this, if you don't like it, try it a few times. You know, give it some time and then try and pick it back up, like on a new save or something. Because it took me like three tries to get into the game. When the game first came out and everyone was all about it, and I was watching it and going, holy shit, this is awesome. This is like, I would love this. And then so I got it and I started playing it, and Jesus fuck, that game is overwhelming at first. You know, like, I can totally understand that feeling with it, because it's like there's so many different things that you want to be trying to do at the same time, and you really just can't try and do everything. You know, when you first start the game, you only have so much time per day, right? So, you know, it's definitely, it can be overwhelming at first. The Stardew Wiki will help a lot, but I understand that can also make it seem... One of my issues, so the second time I played the game, or tried to play it, was that it's very easy to get caught up in like the information of other people, like kind of min-maxing the game. So like when I tried to play it the second time, the streamer that I was watching play it, he was like, yeah, you know, fishing's definitely the easiest way to get money early game. And so I was like trying to focus on fishing, and I fucking hate the fishing in that game. Fishing is a very much, I shouldn't even say very much hit or miss. It's I think more people hate it than like it. Like, one of the very first mods made for that game was instant fishing, or not instant, but like, well, yeah, I mean, basically, yeah, it was instant fishing. So instead of having to do the fishing mini game thing with like trying to keep the fish in the center bar, it's just like you just get the fish and the items or whatever. So it's like, yeah, a lot of people don't like fishing. I don't like the fishing. And so getting so caught up in, oh, this is how you need to play the game like this early on. Don't worry about that. Just play it however the fuck you want. Like, by year 2, you'll like understand the flow of the game. And then by that point, you'll start really wanting to focus in. You can't really like, until year 2, you can't really like screw up in such a bad way that like you can't like figure it out, and you can still get like the best ending, and the game doesn't ever really end. It's just basically like at the end of year 2, and this is like minor spoiler, you basically get a rating on your farm, I guess, for how well you've done in your first 2 years. But after that, it doesn't matter. You just keep playing the game. And also, even if you don't get like the best rating at that point, you can keep going. And then once you meet the requirements for that rating, then you get like the reward for it. So it's not a big issue. That wasn't really a spoiler. I was going to say what it was, but it doesn't matter. Don't worry about it. But yeah, Stardew is... Anyways, yeah, it took me like 3 tries because the first time I was just very overwhelmed. Second time I was like caught up in the idea of, oh, you know, there's you have to play the game a specific, or you have to do like fishing to begin the game so you can get money early. Don't worry about that. You'll be fine. Like when I went into it my third time, I said, okay, you know what? I don't care about the story. I don't care about the community center or fishing or any of the people that you talk to. I'm just gonna go farm. And so I focused on farming. And then after a couple days, I went, well, all right, there's not a whole lot to do if you literally just farm. So I guess we'll focus on farming, but then we'll, you know, when we have time, we'll do other stuff. And then from there, you know, because I focused in on one thing first and then kind of worked from there, I ended up really enjoying the game because, you know, I didn't get overwhelmed with stuff, and I just started with the thing I enjoyed and then only did other stuff when I had time. Because that is one thing that sucks about it, is that there is very much a limited time to do stuff in game, and like it's an actual almost timer. Like, you know, if you're just standing still, the clock's still going. So that kind of sucks, but like it's really not too bad. The other thing is that you can, if you open the menu, it does pause, which is nice, so you can go like check the wiki or whatever. One thing that does suck, if you're playing it in co-op, the game doesn't pause. And then on top of that, I think the clock actually moves faster, because I guess the logic is, well, you have multiple people, so, you know, the clock goes faster, so you aren't just like getting literally twice as much done, which kind of sucks. I should see actually if there's a way to get rid of that, if you can just go like normal speed with it as a mod. Especially because when I play with my friend, they've never played the game before, so like, you know, definitely worried about them getting overwhelmed with it. Because again, it can be overwhelming when you start. Another crazy thing about Stardew is, like, you can play that game in very different ways. Like, I basically, and my playthroughs of it, I have basically never used the spa. Like, occasionally I will if, like, I'm already over there. But for the most part, I never use it. Which is, it's weird because, like, then I see other people, and, like, every day they end up over the spot. They use up all their energy, and then they run over there and they do more stuff. And I'm like, how are you, like, doing that? Like, you know, it's crazy to me, especially because the other thing is I usually don't get the horse until pretty late. Which makes it so that when you have to go over to the spa, it takes a lot longer to get over there, and it takes longer to get back. Whereas if you have the horse, you can move around a lot faster. God, I've got this very worrying feeling that at some point during my talking about Stardew just now, I had the shiny appear and I didn't notice. I don't know why that thought just popped in my head, but oh boy, it did. Anyways. So, 1800, so we've had 200 resets so far. Holy fuck. We've been doing this Registeel for way too long. We're absolutely gonna break 2,000, aren't we? Not tonight, let's be clear about that. We are not breaking 2,000 tonight. Honestly, I'll probably wrap up around 1850. So it'll only be about 100 encounters tonight, but you know, the Delibird took a lot longer than I expected, and also I didn't expect to do this tonight. I was gonna do Meowth, but then, you know, there wasn't any point. Well, I shouldn't say there wasn't any point, but since I still have a good pattern with Meowth of 150 a stream, I didn't want to break that, and there's no way I could have done 150 eggs tonight. But Registeel's already a free-for-all, so it's fine. But yeah, I think that might be how I do Registeel from now on. Just if I get a shiny, or if I get the shiny I'm going for, which I guess for now would just be if I'm doing either Dynamax Adventures and I get the shiny I was looking for, or if I'm doing an egg hunt and I get the shiny. Then if we still have time on the stream, then we'll hop over to this. Unless it's like really close to being the end of the stream. And then it's like, well, okay, there's not much point. But the other thing is with chaining, because I don't ever, at least right now, I'm not really trying to get anything specific. I do a little bit, but not really. Alright. This album, this music, has actually been pretty decent for this. I've been worried, because this is one of the 100 Thieves collabs, I guess, but I don't know if Harris Heller really collaborated with him, or if he just, like, made music for them. But this is one of those albums anyways. And I mean, they're called hype tracks, is that what they are? Yeah, it says hype tracks at the top, so I assume it's like, you know, they're supposed to be high energy or whatever. But this one actually works pretty well. Usually they're a little bit more, like, I don't want to say dubsteppy, but, you know, like, more high energy and, like, you know, something better suited for not shiny hunting. But this one's been pretty good. Maybe I'll keep it in the regulars. I really need to, like, I know I've said this before, but, like, go through and, like, put together what albums I specifically want to use for my hunts. Oh, you know what I just thought of that's gonna be perfect for the fact that I'm doing kind of I have 2 videos from today for the VODs, because I have the Delibird hunt, and now I have doing more Registeel hunting. It actually works out perfectly with me not streaming tomorrow, because that means I still have a video for Sunday. Because I try and always put out my streams, have them go live at noon the day after the stream. Noon for me anyways. I know that, you know, obviously time zones and all that shit. Anyways, I guess you could say typically they'll come out about 12 hours after the stream ends. I just realized that actually that kind of works really well. Anyways. But yeah, since I won't be streaming tomorrow, I won't have a video for noon the day after. But this will be the video that comes out for then. And then Delibird will just come out tomorrow. Still need to make a whole bunch of highlights. That's still something that needs to happen, and I'm very lazy. So sorry. Because yeah, it's what? Swellow. I don't think Maractus will ever come out. Just because, again, my voice was very, very obviously not right. But so Swellow, 2 Starlies, Dusclops, Sentret. I guess it was 2 Starlies, Sentret, then Dusclops, and then Delibird. So that's like 6, I think, or something like that I need to make. And I've made the Swellow one. Yep. Whoops. But maybe I can knock some of those out tomorrow. The other thing is, eventually I need to work on my, my, like, custom, counter program, but... God, I just don't know when I'm gonna have the time to do that, you know? Like, if I were to just do that on Christmas, I could probably knock it out in a day. Or at least have, you know, some sort of thing for it knocked out in a day. But God, I just can't be bothered to do it. I just can't. The one thing that I'm worried about with it, and it's just because this isn't something that I've ever done with Python in any way, is like you having keybinds. So like normally, you know, you just like, I would just enter like a command on a terminal basically, or like on a command prompt is what it looks like. But like, I'm not really going to be able to do that with the stream. I guess I could keep that window up, right? And just do it that way. I guess as like an early version, I can do it that way. That'll work. Alright, well, I was hopeful I might try and, you know, possibly get this Registeel tonight. Don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, obviously I knew it was a very unlikely chance. What is, let's see. I'll have to check after this. My count is correct. Sorry. I'm doing quick math real quick. That was a little bit redundant to say, but you know. Just trying to figure out how likely it is that I would have gotten a Registeel tonight. It's not very good, I can tell you that much. Really? Huh. It's better odds than I thought, actually. About a 7% chance of getting it tonight. Or getting it in like 100 encounters, which is how many we're about gonna do tonight. Which is... sorry, I'm just looking at this. So we've done... Okay, so we did miss the last one. Because, yeah, that would be 6. And this would be the 6th one. Okay. But yeah, that's crazy. So, I mean, it's a... about 92.9% chance of not getting the shiny in 100 encounters, which means there's about a 7% chance of getting it. Which is honestly a lot better than I thought it would be. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I can do the odds at the end of the night, or at the end of this this hunt of what are the odds of me still having not gotten the Registeel. I am so terrified that I have gotten it somewhere in these videos and I just didn't notice. Because it's, I mean, I've proven with that Swallow hunt that that is absolutely something that I will do at some point, is just like being oblivious to obvious shit. Now, I don't know if I could be so oblivious with the Registeel that I wouldn't notice it, but like, I don't know. I'm very worried about that. Because the only thing worse than this hunt taking so long would be if I got it like at, you know, encounter 800 or something and just didn't notice. And it's like, oh, well, okay. Hey, what's up, Anna? Sorry, I sent you a message earlier, but I guess, yeah, I'm still alive. Probably for not much longer, probably only like 20 minutes. Only just woke up. Ah, okay. No worries. I figured that's what it was. So yeah, I got the Delibird. Took a lot longer than I expected, and now we're just wrapping up with some Registeel. Yeah. Fell asleep at 6 and woke up at, or 6 p.m. and woke up at 6 a.m. Well, at least it's better than falling asleep at 6 a.m. and waking up at 6 p.m. Alright, sorry, I was just looking at something. I've noticed that the fonts used on my OBS in chat for my OBS is different, or not the font, but the font colors is different there than it is on my stream manager on Twitch. Like, not all of them are different. Like the pink is the same, but like I had someone enter her earlier that had orange text, and it got changed to bright green on OBS. I assume it's some sort of just like some sort of setting to help with like the colors that are really hard to see, or it can be hard to see. I'm sure it's just something that automatically gets converted over. I was just looking at the chat settings in OBS. But hey, are you ready for the Pokemon event, or the Pokemon Go event today? To get a whole buttload of shinies? Not quite sure when that stuff goes live. It might be at the normal times. Actually, you know what? I guess I could check Cerebi right now, so I don't need to keep the page open for Delibird. Oh, okay, yeah, so it's still 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. which is a little annoying. Just because since it's going to be such a long event and there's so many to catch. But I guess it is, since it is supposed to be makeup for, like, if you missed any throughout the year. It's just, in my case, I missed, like, the first, like, 6 or 7 months worth. Also, I did realize something earlier. I don't know if I said it on this stream or not. Or, I don't know if it was in this part or in the Delibird part. But anyways. I was worried about getting all the candies for Altaria. But then I remembered that I can just import that one into Sword and Shield and evolve it that way. So I just need to get, well, I still want to get an Altaria. But I can get, two other Swablu, and then just import those over, and it will be fine. Yeah, I'm hoping to have a lot more shinies after tomorrow and Sunday, but again, Sunday's like, it's Tepig, and that's really all I care about. No, we're still right. I was wondering if I had double counted that one or not. Alright, after this I only got a couple more sets of these Reggies, and then we're gonna call it a night. Not a bad stream though. I started almost on time. I was only a couple minutes late. Which for me is about like 30 minutes early at this point, so you know. But yeah, we'll be like just past midnight. Actually, maybe a little bit more than that. It might be closer to like 12:30, but that's okay. Since I'm not working tomorrow, I don't have to worry about going to bed. But also, it's fine. I can go past midnight whenever. It's just I try to keep that as like my mark on how late to go, because that still gives me time to like upload the video and make sure it processes and stuff, or at least like finishes uploading. Because otherwise I have to, oh wait, my count is off. I just realized. I did double count something at some point. I thought it seemed like I had counted too far. Okay, we just won't increment on the next one. As yeah, we got one more close combat, and then we also have the last encounter before we reset. But according to my my other way of keeping track, my other like calculator, like just add 9 to each every time, I only have one more encounter anyways. Now it's correct though. I just double counted something at some point. Alright. Got, what, 18 more to do? Oh, I should have seen on Sarah B. Is there I assume there's double catch candies tomorrow? Or today for some people, actually, but for me it's tomorrow. Let's see. 2 times catch experience and catch Stardust. Not candy, though. Interesting. Okay, so I'm gonna be using a lot of pinap berries tomorrow. Yeah, that's still good. It's just actually experience, honestly, that might end up being enough to put me over on onto the next level, which will give me a butt ton of stuff. Also, I'm gonna be camped out right next to a Pokestop, so it's not like I'm gonna run out of pinap berries. But I should actually, while these VODs are uploading tonight, like do some math and figure out exactly how many of what all I need. Because let's see, Machop I only need to evolve once. Roselia, oh, I wonder how far you are off on Pokestop nomination. You mean being able to like kind of suggest Pokestop locations or whatever? I think I still got a number of levels. Because I think it's like level 38 or something where you unlock that. And the last few levels take a lot of XP to get. Like, I think I'm probably close enough to get another level tonight, or tomorrow, but like, it takes a lot. And it's been a while since I got my last level up. But yeah, I wonder if I'm going to be able to level up, or evolve Roselia, because I don't think I'm going to have a Sinnoh Stone for it. I hadn't even thought about that, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to have the Sinnoh Stone. But, again, that's another one that I can evolve in the, in Sword and Shield. Thankfully. Same for you. Yeah. See, it sucks for you because you aren't bringing him over into this. So you're just kind of stuck until you get a Sinnoh Stone. You used to have a ton, just keep getting TMs from PvP. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of them, and then I used them because I was like, oh, I have plenty of these, and now I'm out of them. I forget when I got a whole bunch of them. I think there was some sort of Sinnoh event, and not like tied to the Gen 4 remakes either. But yeah, so Machop, I only have to do one evolution. Roselia, who even knows? I guess the other thing is I really don't need to worry too much about them because I only have to get one Pokemon shiny. I'm trying to think. Snivy, Snivy I can't bring over to Sword and Shield. I think that's it for day one. I'm trying to remember if Garchomp. I'm pretty sure you can put Garchomp in Sword and Shield. So yeah, I might have to worry about that. But yeah, the other ones I just have to get enough candies to evolve one Pokemon for keeping in home, or in go, rather. And then the others I can just get just like the base forms and do them. Updating Windows program killed your audio. Okay. I spent stones on just like a bunch of random stuff, pretty much. I think there was like a couple of... there's definitely some things that I didn't have yet, I feel like. I remember using them on those, but then... There was also... I think the last Sinnoh Stone that I used actually was on Dusk Noir. Getting the... when I got the shiny version of that. You need one from Magmar. Oh, yeah. Hopefully you actually get one this, in the next couple of days, because, since there's special, moves tied to, Community Day Pokemon for this year and last year's as well. And last year there was a Community Day. Actually, they had 2 in a month, because they did, Electabuzz and Magmar. So if you somehow get your Sinnoh Stone today, all that Magmars you caught on the one from 2016 still has best IVs. Oof. Yeah, I don't know what move will be on Magmar, what the special move is for evolving it. For some reason, I have the feeling that I didn't, like, do that last encounter. Oh well. If I didn't, I screwed up. Oh well. Too late now. I've just been very paranoid about stuff today, about messing things up. I don't know why. Like, earlier I had this, like, really bad feeling that I had autopiloted over a, shiny Registeel. And there's, like... I'm almost certain I didn't, but just for some reason that thought got stuck in my head for a little bit. It gets T-Bolt. Oh! Oh, the Magmar? That might be good. I'm not 100% on how stuff in how all the combat and stuff in Pokemon Go works. I pretty much just, obviously I do type matchups, but other than that, I just throw the strongest shit at whatever I'm fighting. Granted, I don't ever do, like, the PvP. It's only, like, raids and, like, Team Rocket people and whatnot. Electivire gets the flamethrower. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, I wonder how much of a pain in the ass, like, catching everything that I need is gonna be tomorrow. EVP would be good if there weren't so many legendaries around. The thing is, I know I'm just gonna get my ass kicked by people who actually know what they're doing, so I just have no interest in entering it. That's why 1500 max league is best, because the worst you get is occasional Registeel. Is this right? I might be off by 1, maybe. Someone must be at the gym outside your house while on the bus because it's neutral now. That's nice. I'm trying to think if I've ever seen a gym neutral. Like, obviously, right after you beat it or whatever, you know, it'll be neutral. But, I mean, just, like, happening upon one that's neutral. I don't think I've ever seen one like that. Typically, I just wait until the one near me is, like, all the Pokemon in there. I've been there for, like, a day. And then I just, like, smash through it. And then usually my Pokemon end up staying in there for, like, 2 days. Because it's not a very, like, I don't know. Not a lot of people, like, come through there or something. Let's see. Which is a little annoying, because I wish my Pokemon would only stay in there for, like, the amount that it takes to get the 50 coins, and then they would get knocked out. So that way I could get coins faster. Alright, we only got a couple more encounters left here. Have a cast form that's been chilling in a gym for 10 days, apparently. Oof. God, that merch box thing reminds me I really need to work on, like, new stickers or whatever. 200 CP cast form is too scary. Yeah, no kidding. But yeah, it's been a while since I made, like, a new sticker or something, but I just, like, haven't had time. Which is, like, story of my life right now. Like, when I have time to, like, work on highlights or, you know, merch stuff or anything like that, I just, like, I'm so tired that it's like, screw it, I'm just gonna watch YouTube. Or, well, typically what it is that, like, I'm thinking, oh yeah, I'm gonna watch YouTube and then work on, or have YouTube on in the background, and then work on something, but then I just get distracted watching the video. Also, trying to watch YouTube and edit a video is kind of a pain in the ass. Like, it's not even like I'm doing anything really with the audio, but it's still just too distracting to have two videos playing at once. Okay, so that's the last one. We didn't get Registeel tonight, which is fine. I hadn't even planned on doing any Registeels. It did kind of work out perfect, though. The length of the Delibird, and then we got 100 Registeels out of the way, so that works. I guess not 199. Close enough. But yeah, probably no stream tomorrow, because I'm just gonna be playing Pokemon Go, and then probably Forza. But yeah, and then Sunday we'll do probably Meowth, and then we'll figure it out from there. So yeah, thanks everyone who watched, and I will see you next time.